Bling needs a second.
Just an update on Group H, guys. Polt 1-0 in the group, Bling 1-0 in the group, TLO and Phoenix both 0-1 in the group. So must-win situation here for Phoenix. He has to win this series if he wants to keep his tournament hopes alive. And conversely, if Bling wins here, it almost solidifies his advancement, almost guarantees it. So, in terms of the other groups around the board, we can tell you that Puma and Welmu advanced, Stefano and Mana advanced, Cloud and Real advanced, Tiro Select, Dystar, JYP, Lucky, and Bishu have all gotten through. Still undecided, the second place finisher in Group F and either of the finishers in Group H. So.
And we have an early pool. We have an a 10 pool, if I'm not mistaken, and a double extractor trick. So pool is done. Watch the timing a tiny little bit. 6 lings on their way. And let's see how this Forge play is going to pan out.
We saw Stefano do a very tin pool, Khaldor, on Antigua, in fact. He only made 2 lings, though, and then droned really hard behind it. Phoenix making 6 Zerglings before getting his queen, and his drones coming again. So. And
he is delaying the expansion of his opponent for quite a bit. There's already 1 gateway being built. There's the photon cannon. Let's have a quick look at the harvester count, 13 to 16. So he is able to drone up behind it. He went for the double extractor trick, so he doesn't lose too much of mining time and drone time. And there needs to be another building. He needs to block. He needs to wall. And he is.
And he will. And this cannon is going to finish. And with the probe there, the lings will not be able to pass through.
But the expansion is extremely late now for Phoenix.
Oh, he's going to try to get in there. Oh, cute play by Bling.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so impressed.
Has to cancel it, though. Cancels both.
Oh, that was great. That was perfect by Bling. And now he's going to get his Nexus down. So very nicely done. Economically, Bling sitting on 18 probes to 12 drones. Expansions going down for each player at about the same time. So Dignitas Bling definitely coming out of this early game ahead. And Phoenix is going to have to figure out some way to get himself back on even keel with the Protoss player.
I'm a little bit surprised that he went for the hatch straight away and that he did not go for at least another, like, 3 drones. So he built the hatch directly on 12.
12? No, 18. He went up to 18 before he put the hatchery down. Yeah, actually he built an Overlord before his hatchery. He could have gotten the hatchery a little bit faster had he skipped the Overlord. But either way, Phoenix is starting to drone, and he's actually retaken the worker lead here. But Bling's going to be fine with that. His Cybercore is finishing. His Nexus is finishing. He's going to be in a really, really comfortable position. Bling has a bit of a reputation as being like a 2-base Protoss player, at least in PvZ. So I'm curious to see if he kind of adheres to that, or if his time in the Millennium House, where he was practicing with Stefano and the other Millennium players, has led him to make any sort of revelations or changes in his play.
And, well, we have him with a +1 attack upgrade once again, so this is exactly what we kind of expect for a Protoss player on Antigua Shipyard against Zerg, trying to pressure the 3rd base of your opponent that does not exist as of yet. We don't have a 3rd for Phoenix so far.
Actually, just starting right as we say that. But yeah, you're right. And everything that Phoenix is doing is a little bit slower than what he wants it to be.
Usually, the last few games that we've seen ZVP today, we always had the 3rd hatch at roughly 4:30, very, very early in the game. So this time it's at 6:30, and there is already the Twilight Council for Bling. So he's going for timing with Bling Stalkers. And so a quick look into the main base. Has not been scouted. There it is. Very nice position, by the way, for the Twilight Council. As long as he makes sure that there is no Overlord hovering at the left side of the map, of the base, this Twilight Council won't be spotted.
That's such a hard spot to scout. Yeah, just like you said, it's virtually impossible for an Overlord to get in there without a Sentry or a Stalker finding it and killing it. So, ooh, look at that, Khaldor. That's not Blink Stalker.
That is DT's.
DT opening. Now,
I've seen it a couple of times on maps like, for example, Daybreak. It's kind of on Talarim Altar as well. I've seen it in the GSL. Killer played it in his games, in the last Code A games that he played. And it is actually quite successful. The huge problem is that if you don't have any detection and you need to go for Overseer, for example, when you warp in 3 DTs and you start to attack a hatch, it takes the same amount of time to kill the hatch that it takes the Overseer to morph, so you can't defend it.
That's exactly right. We saw this today in Moon vs. Real, in fact. And I don't know if Phoenix, I don't know how he's interpreting this, because he's tried stacking his overlords and he hasn't seen much. What has he seen?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
He has no idea.
He has no clue. But you know, Real is Phoenix's teammate. Real and Phoenix live in the same house. If Real did this build, I promise you, he's practiced it against Phoenix. So I wonder, you know, is Phoenix gonna be able to figure it out? He hasn't thrown down any detection yet. No Overseer. Layer's done, though.
We have the Evolution Chamber, but now the DT Shrine is done. And here come 2 DTs, the third one as well. Oh, double Overseer morphing now. And where exactly? Is he morphing at his expansions, or is he trying to scout his opponent?
I have no idea. I'm looking frantically, trying to find them. There's one, moving towards the third, in fact. Oh, my God, there's going to be one in the third. Right as the DTs show up, Phoenix gets it, man. He gets it. Has detection just in the nick of time.
This is definitely an FML moment for Bling.
Yeah, it's a perfect way to put it. He's like, oh, damn it. But, man, that could not have been closer. Like, that was exactly when he needed to have detection, and it was
this
there.
Positioning that we see right now for those gates, for the Twilight Council, for the Dark Shrine was perfect. You can't get it any better than that. There is an Autosis Pylon, by the way, so if there are going to be a couple of Mutilates killing it, I will laugh so hard. But, well, the point is, his opponent, he had no idea. There could have been anything. There could have been a +2 attack, Blink Stalker all in, anything, but he played that perfectly well.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. I'm very impressed. Speaking of Blink, it has not even started yet. There's no Blink. There's no charge. I really wonder if Bling is going to follow this up with just like gateway. No, he's going to take a third base.
The one thing that do you think he could have survived against the +2 Blink Stalker attack? I look at it and I don't see Burrow. I don't see an Infestation Pit. I see nothing that could have stopped Blink Stalkers. So he was able to hide everything. And I think against 2-base Blink Stalkers he would have just died.
Yeah, Roach Ling off of 3 hatchery. I mean, it would have been close, but I think it's possible. Certainly wouldn't have been a free win for either player, in my opinion.
With another Overseer being built, this is the third one.
And this is good. Overseers are so cheap now. I mean, they were changed to be, I think it's 50 gas, is it?
50.
Yeah, 50 minerals, 50 gas. So they're
yeah,
super
100
cheap.
gas was way too much more.
Yeah. Was it 100 or was it 125? They seemed so much more expensive back then.
And that's a huge army. We have a 40 supply lead now for Phoenix, although it's a lot of Garages and Zerglings. This is still very significant. +1 range attack is being researched, and we have another Overseer building.
Yeah, he's serious about figuring out what his opponent is up to. And look at this! Phoenix going to go for a little bit of an attack here. Lings and Roaches coming in. The Archon is actually not getting attacked at all. There's no now the Archon finally being focused a little bit. Pretty good positioning by Bling, backing up to his ramp, but he does lose that Archon. And now Phoenix is going to start pressuring this third base, and it's going to be so hard for Bling to hold this. Look at this Roach aggression. Such a great move here by Phoenix, just realizing that he had a window to attack.
There are no force fields left anymore for Bling, and that's a huge problem as more reinforcements are just now streaming in. The Infestation Pit is about to be done, and he is just killing so many units. Phoenix is doing a lot of
Phoenix,
pressure.
don't stop attacking, man. He's got to continue to go for it. Roaches should be poking at the front while the Lings go and just clean up that third base. He's going to continue to push forward.
And now he can attack the third.
Yeah, more excellent positioning by Bling, but it's just like he's just at an overwhelming disadvantage right now.
Snipe the Nexus and then start to defend. This is exactly what he needs to do now. The Nexus is gone. He can't take down the pylon. He can't even escape through the rocks if he wants to.
Bling going to back up to his cannons and have a fight here. This is a pretty good position for Bling to fight in, but again, the numbers are just working against him. Bling is done, but Roach is just continuing to march forward. They're going to focus down that Immortal. They should be focusing down that Immortal. There he goes, finally. And Bling microing as well as he can, but he's definitely in some trouble here, Khaldor.
Oh, yeah, he is. 110 supply now for Phoenix, but only due to the fact that he's not getting rid of his minerals. He has 1,600 minerals and like 500 gas. He's not building too many units now. He's just getting another base. He's researching Pathogen Glands, and this is just very well played so far by Phoenix, except for the fact that he missed a ton of injects.
Yeah,
and
his macro slipped quite a bit.
He doesn't have any lava.
But he's about to have a lot of larvae.
Yeah, he's about to have a lot. So, if those 10 injects are hitting.
14 larvae now. He's a little bit low on gas, but I mean, he's reloading with 10 Roaches, a couple of Infestors, and if the rest are Lings, he can continue to pour on this pressure here. 151 supply against 114 with the 4th base on the way. I would love to see him add in 20 more drones, though.
And I would like to see a kind of attack switch as well. At least get.
Yeah, he's got to keep going, but he's getting infestors, so I'm okay with the way the direction that he's moving in. More roaches and lings coming into this 3rd base. Bling's got a pretty good army, though. It's getting bigger and bigger. His army supply is at 53 to 103, but we've got to realize just how much roaches inflate army supplies. There's 30 roaches on the map. And
we have 3 Immortals already. Immortals are just so strong against roaches, and we have very nice upgrades for Bling, by the way. He's going for the +2 armor upgrade. He already has +1 and +2 attack. So that's
Lings and infestors here together, though. This could be a really scary push. Phoenix hits a supply block at 170. They're really trying to find a favorable engagement.
And moving in now, we have those Immortals at the front. This is not the best position for the Immortals to be in. One is already dead, and here come the Roaches trying to take down all the Immortals. Another one dies with 5 kills. The last one has 8, and here come the Infestors. Once again, they don't have enough energy for another Fungal, and the 3rd Immortal is dying. Once again, Phoenix is backing off. Bling is going to chase them down, and he will probably kill every single one of them. If the Infestors don't reach the critical amount of energy for another Fungal, they are going to die, and here we go, another Blink.
Great Blink. Snipe. But now Phoenix is going to turn around again with his reinforcements. He's got roaches and lings and a couple of infestors. No more Immortals on the map and no more Immortals in production right now. Oh, okay, there's 1 Immortal. He's not going to be long to this world, though. A couple of Fungals going to go down on these Stalkers. Really, Phoenix, you've got to kill that Immortal, man.
It's already too late. Even if he kills the Immortal, the Infestors are gone. 120 supply against 109, and Blink has his 3rd base. So if he's playing this well, if he's microing well, and right now he does, then he might be just able to fend off his opponent, and then he is once again on 3 bases. And Ben, you talked today already a lot about how much better a Protoss player gets on 3 bases compared to 2.
It's an astronomical difference. Like a 2-base Protoss is so beatable, and then he reaches 3 base and it just becomes exponentially more difficult. And I think Phoenix is kind of realizing that right now. He's like, damn it, 3 bases up. He's got that 6 gas. He's able to make a lot of Stalkers. He's able to add in a lot of Immortals. And Bling has basically stabilized, and all of a sudden, what looked like a sure win for Phoenix is not so sure at this point.
He is still ahead in supply, but we are still on Ling and Roach. Ling, Roach, and Fester. And Bling is blinking back with 125 supply. He's trying to get additional Immortals. Still the Roach pressure is building up. And here comes the next round of Warp-ins. 1 Immortal is in position. But wow, Bling, you have to be more careful with your Immortals.
Yeah, again, you lose that Immortal very quickly. Phoenix going to run away and lose. Every time they fight, it's like Phoenix disengages and loses 6-7 Roaches for free. This is still a very, very close game, but it's like after every fight, Bling has a little bit more supply than he did previously. After every fight, Bling is a little bit further ahead. Look at this, even taking a 4th base.
Yeah, he's trying to be
midst
sneaky.
Of this. He's playing so good. Bling's playing excellently right now.
He's going for the +3 attack upgrade now, and we have him once again with more Immortals being built. He has 1 already in his army, another one being built, and here comes Phoenix with a 30 supply lead, and this time a lot of Infestors as well.
A lot of Infestors this time. There goes 1 pretty good Fungal. And another. It takes 4 Fungals to kill Stalkers, and that last Fungal is right in the middle of them. But the Roaches are melting away. There's the offensive Blink, and Bling once again will defend this. I'm so impressed. And this time, every one of Phoenix's Roaches will die. And once again, the dust settles, and Bling's going to find himself just a little bit better off than he was previously.
Well, this time he actually takes the supply lead. He's on 143 against 129. The 4th base is about to finish, and he's just now moving in for the kill. He is blinking. He is just blinking after the Stalkers is taking down another Infestor, and is now in a position where he can attack the 4th base of his opponent. Phoenix is losing ground so fast.
Oh my gosh, I am just blown away at the poise exhibited here by Bling. You can really see just a drastic change and a huge improvement in his level since his little training session he took with Team Millennium, and Phoenix is in huge trouble right now. Khaldor, I don't know that he can do anything at this point.
He has no transition. There is no late game strategy. He is completely stuck on Ling, Roach, and Fester. That's the only thing that he can do. And losing the 4th.
10 drones, and that's, I mean, yeah, he needs them, but it's just too late. He should have made those 10 drones 10 minutes ago.
And here comes the Templar Archive, so even another tech tree opened by Bling, and well, the +3 is about to finish. This is just horrible for Phoenix to be in. He's behind in everything now.
Yeah, and look at this army of Bling. Army supply 91 for Bling against 75 for Phoenix. So
and there's the transition. Sorry, not the transition, but well, he's sending the probes over to the 4th base.
Yep.
+3 armor is being researched now.
The Maynard is what we call it if you want to be old school. The old probe Maynard.
Is that a Brewer term?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know the term Maynard?
No.
Man.
Never heard it before.
Yeah.
I will remember it, though.
There was a Brood War player called Maynard, and he was the first guy to ever transfer workers to his expansion, like when it came up.
Okay.
That's where it comes from. Bam! Just hit you with the trivia boot. I don't know why it was a boot.
Dropping the knowledge bomb.
Yes, indeed. Bling going to push forward once again. Great Blink. Going to blink up with just a few Stalkers and pick off a couple of Infestors in doing so. Going to force another fight here, and this time it's just a way, way too good of a position for Bling. He's going to blink backwards. And Phoenix going to land some pretty good fungals. He
has so many Immortals now in the back. In every other engagement, I was really, really pissed off by Bling's Immortal control, especially because usually he started to blink back with his Stalkers, leaving the Immortals exposed, and they died within the second. But this time, he's just going forward.
Perfect engagement. And 4th base for Phoenix is going to fall. His main is mined out. His natural is mined out. His 3rd base is...
and the Immortals with 11 kills, 13 kills, 3 kills. All the Stalkers, of course, as well. +3 is halfway done. Once again, exposed the Immortals. They just can't blink yet. Maybe with Heart of the Swamp.
But man, blink Stalkers? That would be sick. Have you ever seen Chronicles of Riddick?
Yeah.
Immortals should have the ability of like the final boss in that, where it's not like Blink, but it's like Shadow Dash. That'd be so cool, man. Shadow Dashing Immortals.
That would be so imbalanced. I would switch to Protoss.
Me too. Me too. Give Immortals Shadow Dance and bring back Reavers or Shadow Dash.
How many does he have? 39 Stalkers. Yeah. He has 39 Stalkers now, and he's just going for it. That's the last attempt by Phoenix. He's fighting a losing battle now.
Yeah. Frustrating moment for Phoenix because he did cancel that 3rd base. He was looking to be in a really nice position.
He's just fighting a slow and painful death. For a long time it was a defensive battle for Bling, but he was able to fend off the attacks of Phoenix over and over and over again, and at some point he was just able to push him back and to start being aggressive on his own. He played very well. I have to say that Bling is impressing me in this game.
Me too, man.
Especially after this opening.
Yeah.
The completely worthless DT opening.
Yeah, got nothing done with the DTs. Phoenix was in a great spot. Phoenix capitalized on his position, too. I mean, he totally rocked that 3rd base. But unfortunately, for Phoenix at least, Bling just a little bit too good, man. Able to stabilize, able to keep it together, and able to take this first map here, Antigua Shipyard, in this best-of-3 series.
Yeah. Bling actually toyed with the idea to come to Korea for a while and start training in Korea, which I really would love. Met him for the first time at the Home Story Cup, and he seems to be really hardworking and to be a player who wants to improve a lot. And well, this just shows. So he is looking really good against Phoenix. I think he won the first map in the first match in his group as well. So he's looking very, very strong in the group that we're casting right now. Phoenix is going to lose this game. I actually have no idea why he's still staying in the match.
It's frustration, and he's just saying to himself, "Ah, damn it! How did I let this happen?"